Summertime means kids are looking for things to do.
But gone are the days of kids just hitting the street, knocking on doors, and looking for someone to play with. In fact, more and more parents are relying on play dates, but that can come with some play date predicaments.
Karen Drew has some of the top concerns for moms and dads.
Parents we talked to expressed frustration on thinking a play date was going to be supervised, but then found out later it was not. Others say safety in the home is another big issue, from allergy awareness to whether or not there is a gun in the house. It seems there are certain questions that need to be asked to avoid a play date predicament. Gabby and Kennedy are both 7½. Playdates are the norm for these little girls and their parents.
There's no timeouts.
Chastity Wood is Gabby's mom.
I think playdates are great. It enhances kids' socialization skills. They build lasting friendships. They have fun. I think they're good for kids. Red light.
But Chastity says there are certain things she always asks before setting up a playdate.
Will the playdate be supervised? And if it's supervised, by who? The parent, or like a tween or like a teenage kid? I may ask about food allergies. And then also if there's smoking in the house, you know, do they smoke? You know, and if they do, where do they smoke?
The Southfield mom also says she asks about weapons, even a family she knows really well, because you just never know if there's a gun in the house.
It's a concern of mine because I don't want my daughter to, or her and her friend, to be exploring the house and come across some type of gun that wasn't properly locked up or properly stored away.
Up in Rochester, we caught up with Lisa LeGroux. She's a mom of 2, dropping her children off at the Jules house.
I think the parents should know each other very well.
The LeGroux kids and the Jewel children have playdates often, but that's because the parents did some research and asked lots of questions. Lisa knows all about this. She blogs about playdates on her Oakland County Mom's website.
Now it's a more formal arrangement where the parents are working together to collaborate and put together a play date for their children.
Questions she says parents should be asking?
What types of TV shows, if the TV does get turned on, is okay? You know, rated G is the limit, or is PG okay, that type of thing. I think you can definitely pop in a play date. I know a lot of the moms even stay at the house during a play date, especially for the first couple of times. Certain things that you would do with your child at home that you feel is a strong rule, you want put into practice at the play date as well.
Chris Jewell is a dad of 2. He says one of his big concerns, the child in the neighborhood who comes over without their parents knowing.
We've had a random child come over to play with the kids, which is fine, but all of a sudden they're in your house, and what are their parents thinking? So we kind of promote them to go outside and play. That way at least it's visual and parents know where their child's at.
Other advice, make first playdates short, like an hour or 2. Don't be afraid to ask lots of questions, and if the other parent isn't willing to answer, maybe you should hold off on that playdate. And finally, after the playdate, talk to your child about what went on when they were there at their friend's home. Sometimes you can learn a lot by asking those questions. Karen Drew, Local 4 News.